crafty friends, it's Tony P here and welcome to this video today. I'm sharing with you some ideas that I've come up with for using the Tonic Studios kit number 39. What I'll do is I'll show you briefly what's in the kit, and then I'll show you some cards that I made using the products to hopefully give you some ideas, give you a bit of inspiration, and then we'll put a card together. So anyway, let's start with these. These are the dies that we get. Now there are three, and they're quite sizable, these. I think they're about 4 or 5 inches at the widest point. So sizable dies, verso dies, so you've got your outside edge and you've got your inside edge. This will cut your card out and this will keep it in the card. So lots of possibilities with those. 3 different flowers, Pretty Peonies, absolutely beautiful. Then you've got a tag which mirrors the flowers and the leaves from the main dies, and that's verso, so you could use this on its own, or you know, with other things that you might have, and then that will cut a nice pattern into your tag. You've got a rectangle with rounded edges, which is really nice, and another sentiment here that says with love, so you can use that for all kinds of things. And last, but by no means least, this cute little butterfly. That is absolutely gorgeous. So those are the dies that you're going to get. And I'll show you the, let's move those out of the way. I'll show you the stamps. So the stamps, they mirror the actual dies. We've got a lovely, peony corner here, corner stamp. So you can, you can colour that in or just stamp it as it is. You can use it to go around the edges of your card. Really nice. You've got 5 different sentiments: thinking of you, have a lovely day, thank you, on your wedding day, and this lovely banner here that says on your birthday. And I think that's the thing with this kit, is that you can use it for, well, all sorts of occasions really. That's the kind of thing I like when you've got multi-use. So you could use it for birthdays, you could use it for get well, thank you, sympathy, and even weddings, because you've got the stamps there to cover all of those occasions. And as I say, they work well with the stamps, with the dies, beg your pardon. And we also have a set of 10 ivory white card blanks and envelopes. Really good quality, 300 GSM they are, USA size A6, 114mm by 158, really, really nice. We've got some card, 8 different types of card in here, and they're lovely, absolutely lovely. So I've made like a little swatch. This is going to clang on the desk, so I apologise. So we've got our classic card, lovely, which is textured on one side and such a smooth on the other, so you've got the choice. We've got ivory white, let's move that round. We've got ivory white, and we've got avocado green. So Christmas is coming up, so you could use that for that. Then we've got a mirror card, like a satin. It's lovely, really, really pretty. And this is flourishing green. And then we've got this beautiful pink. It's like almost like a rose gold, but it's so pretty. And that's burnished rose. Then probably my favourite, well, you shouldn't have favourites, but I do particularly like this one. This is pearlescent card and it's in diffused violet. Absolutely stunning colour. Then you get 3 speciality cards in here. You've got Champagne Harlequin, which is beautiful. It's got a really nice embossed pattern on it. All these speciality cards will work with your mousses and your sprays and all the rest of it. So you can, they're really, really nice. Then you've got these are the 2 handmade papers. Now, if you've not used these before, they're really good. You can run them through your die machine and they will not squash. So the pattern will stay nice. And I've die cut these, so you can see there's no loss of embossing there. This one's champagne. Oh, my mind's gone blank. No, it's not. Ignore me. It's Ivory Bouquet. I just had a moment there. I do apologise. And then this really, really pretty pink, which is Pink Petals. Absolutely gorgeous. So you're getting all of those. And then, as usual, you're going to get some nice Nuvo products. So you get a glitter marker. This is peppermint cream. That's really pretty. You get Nuvo drops, and this is olive branch, a really, really nice green. And again, Christmas is coming up, so perfect for those. A nice green glitter, beg your pardon, prickly pear. Sheen on this glitter is amazing. I mean, this will last you, well, forever really. Then we've got a lovely crackle mousse. If you've not used the crackle mousses before, they're fabulous. They go on like just like your regular mousses. You can spread them on your cardstock. You can stencil with them. But when they dry with like a crackle effect. Really, really nice. I'll show you one I've done in this. This is in gold, obviously not this colour. When you put it on thin, it goes, the crackles are quite small, but when you put it on thicker, when it dries, those crackles are quite pronounced. So, you know, lots of mileage with that. And you can, as I say, use it as a stencil. And then we've got this handy little sparkle spray, and this is strawberry ice. It's a really vibrant colour, absolutely beautiful, and less is more with it, so it goes a long way. So those are the products. You do get sequins, but I haven't got them. But you will get a pot of sequins as well in this kit. I'll just show you some cards that I've made, and then we'll get on to the demo. Okay, so these cards have all been made using various bits and pieces from the kit. This first one uses the burnished rosemary card, and what I did is I cut one of the card blanks in half. I know it's a bit wasteful, but I liked the colour, and I like because it's quite a good weight. And I basically cut that out, and then I die cut two of the flowers, just stuck them down onto there, and then I paper pieced those stamens with the burnished rosemary card. Really pretty shape that. And then I've just picked out little bits and pieces and added some clear glitter. And then I've just used the With Love tag and cut that out of Miri card, and then cut one of the squares out in ivory and stuck that down, stuck it behind it, and then stuck it down on the card. Just added a bow, and that was that. It's a really simple card. But this one here, this one's a little bit different. Let's move them out of the way, then you can see them. This one's a little bit different. It doesn't use all of the dies. What we've done, let me find the die. And we'll get some white card and I'll show you. I've just used this die here. I'm clearly not cleaned it by the looks of it. So I've just die cut those out in white, and then I've die cut them again in the diffuse violet and paper pieced. Let's move that, then you can see what I'm talking about. And then I've just paper pieced those. Really simple. The stems are done with the glitter marker pen, so that they've just been, you know, coloured. And then I've used some of the glitter for the bits in that. I'm not very botanical, I'm afraid, so what those are called, I don't know. Little middle bits of the flowers. And then I just stamped the thank you sentiment, just added a little bit of green, and that's basically it. I quite like that, it's a little bit different. Okay, the next card, thinking of you. This is a no nonsense, just, you know, covers all bases kind of card. And what I did with this one, I made a background first. Let me see if I've got, there's one I can show you. I don't throw these bits away. Where have we gone? There it is. So I took a piece of watercolour card. I mean, look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. Piece of watercolour card, sprayed some of the sparkle spray, and then I sloshed on some of the crackle mousse just with a palette knife, just randomly. Then I squeezed over some of this olive branch Nuvo drops, got another piece of card, rubbed them together. You've probably seen me do this before. Took them apart again, and then I sprinkled a little bit of the prickly pear glitter, left it to dry, and it's picked up, I don't know if you can see it, it's picked up the crackles in the mousse there. Can you see? really nice. So I made a sheet of that, and then I used an outside edge to cut this out, cut it out of that card rather, and then I used the inside and outside edges in white, stuck them together. This sentiment here is this one here, and all I did was I just inked the letters and stamped that. So that's another thing you can do using those stamps. And then I've just trimmed it and cut it out, and then the little butterfly, I had a scrap of the background, this background left over, so I've just stuck that on. Really simple, but you could send that for, you know, most occasions. Okay, this next one, I really like this one. Again, using that background, I just cut a square out of it. You can see the glitter in that, it's so pretty. Matted it onto a square of white, and then matted it onto a larger square of the Pink Petals speciality card. Stamped the banner sentiment and just 3 little butterflies out of some scraps of the burnished rose mirror card. So that's another idea. Now this one here, you've probably seen me do this before. This is just because you've got so many different textures and things going on with these cards. This really shows this off. I basically just cut strips, just randomly cut strips in different widths out of all the card, stuck them down onto another piece of card like that. You find that this the cotton paper will sometimes sort of bow out like that. I like that, you know, I really like the effect it gives. It's something a little bit different. So as I say, I stuck them all down, cut it out, matted it onto some mirror card. This is the other half of the card I showed you at the beginning, and then again onto some another piece of the burnished rose satin mirror card. Now it's a bit wasteful, because what you could do is you could gut your satin card, just take the middle out, nobody can see, and you know, it makes your card go a little bit further. So we've done our piece of paper with all those on. Now if you turn it this way and cut them, you get this. This is Bargello, and I've done this before. I've done step-by-steps for this, and really I've just cut strips going down like that. So we've taken it from that and we've gone like that, and we get a different effect. And this is what I used for this last card. I'm going to put this one together and show you. So we'll do that now. Let's just move all these bits and pieces out of the way, and then we can get going. I have die cut everything out because this table shakes a bit. And these are the strips of card which I've cut out from that last card I showed you. I'm just basically going to, let's get my tweezers. I put some double-sided tape on the back, and I'm going to, if I can get the tape off, just stick them down onto, this is a 6x6 card which I've just cut down. I think I'll be better with my craft kit for this, getting these backing bits off. So take your backing tape off, and what I've done, I've staggered like that's the way it was, but I've staggered these, so turned it round, if that makes sense, just so it's it gives a bit more variety. I'm just going to use 5 strips for this. I'll keep that for another thing. You can always find something to do with them, can't we? And then stick that on here like that. So that's basically our border on the card. I'm just going to trim this off. So it's nice and neat on either side, like that. Get rid of those bits. So that's that. So you can see the effect it gives you, sort of staggered little squares. I quite like it, a bit like a mosaic, I suppose. Now I'm going to put these pieces together. So again, with the diffused violet, I've cut the outside edge and I've cut the inside and outside edge in white card. And I'm just going to glue those together. If I've got any glue left, just a bit. And we're just going to glue this together very quickly. And let's see which way round we go. We're going that way, aren't we? Yes, we are. Let's put this down on here. There we go. Just get this. Bear with. That's that. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick this kind of like that, and I'm going to snip off those leaves, these two leaves at the bottom. Just randomly cut them off like this. Let's neaten that up. And then I'm going to grab some foam pads because I'm going to stick that on like this. And then again, I use the 25mm square foam pads because I find them really useful. You can chop them down really small if you want. And then we'll take these off. Take the backing off. Like that. And then I'm going to put that way to remind myself which way it went. That's it. Just like that. I've done this a little bit different. This card I did here, I used the Champagne Harlequin. I've gone and done this with this one with the diffused violet. Now the next stage is putting on the sentiment. This is some ivory card, and I've just stamped it in Nuvo hybrid ink, and this is Spanish Sangria. So I've just stamped that, and I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to use I'm going to put a little bit of a foam pad at one end, otherwise it'll be flat. So just put that there, and then I'm going to add a little bit of glue on here like that, and then that's going to go across the middle sort of like, well, it'd help if you take the backing tape off, Dawny, wouldn't it? There we go, like that. And then finally, if I can find my little butterfly, which I can't, but I've got one in here. What I did with this is I had a scrap of that backing that I've made, and I just cut one of the little butterflies out. Now I'm looking at this and thinking it might be better if I've got a lighter one. Let's have a little look because it's quite dark. That's a bit better. There we go. It probably would be better done in cream, but hey ho. Or even white. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue just down the middle, and that's going to go here. I'm going to leave that to dry, and then once it's grabbed, I'll bend it up like that. And then finally we're going to add some Nuvo drops. I'm going to test it on a little bit of a scrap. There we go. And I'm just going to add 3 little drops. 1, 2, 3. That's that. And that's the card done. Quite simple, but it looks really nice, I think. So that's kit 39 for you, and thanks for stopping by. I hope you've enjoyed the video. and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.